Hi, nice to meet you. Bob Martin here in Victoria. And I've lived here for about 40, 50 years. So I'm not unhappy to see all this. Victoria needs a little bit of stimulation now and again. And I've been working with Druthers newspaper here. And they come out of Toronto. There's a young fellow there started it. He got sort of fed up with what was happening at the beginning. And then he started this newspaper, so you can check it out. Just go online, check out Druthers. It's a great paper. And so I've come down today to support all the people. Yeah, all the people that want to have a normal life on the planet Earth. We're all here for the same purpose, so I can't discriminate. If someone wants to smoke, they can smoke. And I hope they don't die from cancer, and if they're happy through their life and don't hurt anyone else, that's what it's all about. So we're all here for the same cause, and I just like to see that our system in the future acts as it professes to be over my 84 years I've been here. And the one other reason I'm here as well is that I had a vaccine in 2010. It was the H1N1 vaccine. And I became a quadriplegic for 8 months in the hospital. You can see where they kept me alive with a trach, and they fed me through a little hole in my tummy. And I slept, in most cases, for 3.5 months in the ICU for 23 hours a day. And I wasn't supposed to be here, wasn't supposed to live. And if I did, I would never work again, or I would be in a wheelchair, etc. So having been a personal trainer for over 30, 40 years, and from 3.5 on the prairies as a wee boy learning to skate and playing all the sports through my life for enjoyment and pleasure. I was well at 72, 110% fit, or I wouldn't be here talking to you. So we need to get our system in shape, as the whole world does, and we're always going to have some form of problem with human bodies because we can't control the mind yet. There's a big attempt, and there always has been a way to do that. But we need the right people in the position representing us to do what we want to do, which they always want to be so upfront, they say, and they tell you something and do the opposite. And I'm proof of that. I've been fighting for 12 years now to get a vaccine compensation program going, and it took me 6 years to get one Liberal minister to back me. In the beginning, there wasn't one. Now, this is our system. This is freedom. There wasn't one lawyer that would take my case because in my years, there has 70 years, 80 years, there had never been one vaccine case won in a Canadian court. So there's so much information there. I have so much, so I'm still fighting it. 13 years later, I had a program come on the table to the federal legislature after the 6-7 years, and getting people to vote for me last June. And in September, they threw it in the garbage because they are so fearful of of them being forced to do it. Like 18 of the G20 countries have had it, and Germany since 1959 with the thalidomide. So there's so much here that most people wouldn't have known, nor would I, had that not happened to me. So I'm happy to be here with all of the things that happened, laying there 3.5 months, 8 months in the hospital, 2 years recovering out in the world, and not supposed to be here with my wife and daughter, suffered more than me, because all they could do was on a little board talk to me and try to get to understand what was happening in my body and mind.
If you could say something to your fellow Canadians, for this one you can look at the camera.
Sure.
Whatever you'd like to say.
Well, we're all, I heard something on the radio the other day, and I always thought us as citizens And it seems citizens don't get anything done for them. As soon as you say, I'm a citizen, or there's a, I want something done, and they go knocking at a door and everybody shuts the door and walks back in and has a cup of tea until you leave. And I think we're all inhabitants. I got that word, I don't know where it came from, and I haven't looked it up, but an inhabitant to me is someone that inhabits where you're at the time, and whatever is needed for you to do to survive and feel comfortable and happy doing it. And then that's what we should all do, regardless of what's going on. Everybody should support all of us to get back and enjoy the planet as inhabitants, to enjoy each other's time, family, friends, and get on with life on the planet, because we're not going anywhere until our time is up. So that's about it.
If you have one thing you can say to Justin Trudeau, same thing looking at the camera.
Yeah. Well, Justin doesn't want to be talked to. So there, whatever I would say to Justin would go on deaf ears, because I did meet him before and he made promises to me. I gave him my card. And as soon as he left me, before he got elected, this is years ago, right here in Victoria, the way he put the card in his pocket, I knew I would never have a response from him again. And I did contact all of them, the offices, health departments, and it was never successful. So here I am, 84, fighting for my life for 84 years, and now, and in those years, for other people's safety and good life on the planet and my family. And so Justin, you're not going to change, Justin. You know that. You know you've created a hole. You've dug it deep enough. Pull the cover over, walk away, because you have not done what you promised me. Look me in the eye, Justin. You have not done what you promised me regarding vaccines and contacting and being able to help me. And this is 12 years later. So please walk away, help Canada in the future, because you haven't done much up to date. Thank you.
Awesome. Hey, thanks.